66 pitches so far thrown by the sophomore righty Maddie Johnson for Southwest Christian as Sophia Surratt steps in and takes the first pitch for a ball. Surratt 1 for 2 today, and part of that infield fly rule back in the top of the second that people in the stands are still talking about. So that's a called strike. In fact, we were just talking about it still in the break. 8-0 All Saints lead. Top of the fourth. Pitch over the head of Sophia Surratt. Maddie Johnson has pitched, and I mean the bulk of the season for the Eagles. All but 2 innings this season. As that's called ball 3. 3-1 the count. Only other person to pitch for Southwest Christian is Katie Sands, as that one rolls in the sand for ball 4. And Sophia Surratt is aboard for the second time today. Up next, 1 for 2. The catcher, senior, and the lone senior in the lineup, Samantha Selman. .636 hitter on the year. That leads the team, and she takes a whack at this first one. Bounces off the glove of Grace Harrison. It's short. Throw over to first, but not in time, and runners at first and second now for All Saints. Wait on the official scoring decision on that, but it did hit the glove. It was a bit of a screamer, though, the left side of the infield. We'll call it a single for Samantha Selman. Her first of the day, and Raven Jones waits for this one, and it bounces in the dirt for ball 1. Raven Jones, the second baseman, .444 batter on the year for the sophomore. And 2 for 2 so far today, with a double in the first and a single in the third. This one high and outside. 2 balls, no strikes, and no outs. Top of the fourth, an 8-0 All Saints lead. Pitch is high and inside for ball 3. These teams have played each other twice throughout 2018. Once in a preseason tournament. That went the way of All Saints. 18-3 the victory. There's this pitch low and inside, and on 4 pitches, Raven Jones takes a walk. Second walk of this inning, and the base is now juiced. No outs, and Peyton Hefner is 0 for 2 today. Struck out swinging in the first and popped up back to the pitcher in the third. This one catches the inside part of the plate at the knees for strike 1. In the regular season, it was an 18-8 All Saints victory back not too terribly long ago. 12 days ago, back on April the 5th. Got a ball to even up the count to Peyton Hefner. Both these pitchers pitched in that matchup. Pitch is high and inside. Ball 2. Peyton Hefner, .375 hitter on the year, a sophomore, and also a power forward for the All Saints, Lady Saints basketball team. This pitch at the letters, ball 3. And if you're just joining us, back in the first inning, Maddie Johnson, the sophomore pitcher for the Eagles, pitched her 1,500th pitch of the year. That one a called strike, and Peyton Hefner wasn't going to move that bat off her right shoulder for anything, as that would have walked in a run. But the payoff pitch coming from Johnson. This one down in the dirt, and that walks in a run as Sophia Surratt, who walked to get on base, comes in. So everybody moves up a station. And a little bit of conversation happening there between the freshman catcher Jordan Taylor and her sophomore pitcher Maddie Johnson. as they await the arrival of Marissa Neal. 250 hitter, junior second baseman. And 0 for 1 today. Struck out in the second, but did reach back an inning ago in the third on a fielder's choice and came around to score in that inning. On that inside the park home run in the top of the third. Registered by Simone Sanders. Ball 1 to Marissa Neal. This approaching the final week and a half of TAPS regular season play, as that one is high for ball 2. Maddie Johnson trying to regain her aim and control. Well, Fort Worth Christian has stormed out with a 7. They've just run roughshod, the Cardinals, throughout TAPS Division II District 1, as that's a called strike. Count is 2-1. Nobody out. Bases loaded for All Saints. Now leading 9-0. 7-0 year for Fort Worth Christian. Grapevine Faith, Fort Worth All Saints, Southwest Christian, and then Midland Christian all sit behind with 2 wins and 4 losses. Grapevine Faith last night defeating All Saints 15-5. Pitch, this one high. And another walk and another run. And the Saints just content to be patient and continue scoring some runs this way. Still nobody out. Top of the 4th. 10-0 All Saints. And AC Wilson steps in, the center fielder. The pitch. The called strike. 476 hitter, and 2 for 2 today. 2 singles and coming around to score both times. She was walked home back in the top of the second. The 1 hits AC Wilson. And the non-hit parade continues for All Saints, but continuing to rack up the runs. Now 11-0. 11-0. Alex Wright, the right fielder. This one over the head nearly. Nice play by Jordan Taylor behind the plate to snare that ball. Alexandria Wright, 1 for 1, singled back in the second and walked an inning ago. Pitch, this one inside for ball 2. Down in the dirt. 25 pitches thrown in this inning so far. 91 in the game for Maddie Johnson. This one up. And just like that, another Saints comes marching home. Back to the top of the order. Simone Sanders provided the most exciting moment of the day in that inside the park home run just an inning ago. She's 2 for 2, also walked in the second inning. And the freshman lefty watches one at the letters and inside for ball 1. The top 3 technically the top 4 get into the TAPS postseason tournament. The top 3 are seeded a position. As that one comes across from a strike, an emphatic call again from home plate umpire Rodney Franklin. But there is a playoff for the remaining spot in the bracket, and that happens in the 3rd team in the standings in District 3, and then the 4th place team in this district, District 1, Division 2. So even if you're in the 4th spot, which Southwest Christian is right now. Is this one? Nice stop by the second baseman, Megan Hawley, who tosses it over to first for the first out. Meanwhile, coming home to score is Marissa Neal. That was a really nice stop and grab on a worm burner, as my dad would have said. A ball that was just screaming across the infield. Megan Hawley, the senior. So with one away, Kelsey Selman steps in, shortstop. She watches one go high for ball one. Selman, 545 hitter, and the sophomore shortstop. 1 for 2 today. A single back in the first and a walk in the second. Recorded the third out, an inning to go. 2 balls, no strikes. And if you look over the season schedule and you really map out the brackets and the standings, as that's a called strike, pretty much every team, Fort Worth Christian notwithstanding with their undefeated district record, has a tiebreak over one another. And the season split in the series as Kelsey Selman watches one go by. And Maddie Johnson has evened up the count on the sophomore Saints shortstop. The 2-2 pitch. This one high and outside to load the count. Runners at second and third for All Saints. 1 out, top of the fourth. And this one bounces before it gets past the plate. And the bases are loaded again. Well, we batted around here in the top of the fourth. And back to the designated player, the freshman that led all this off, and that is Sophia Surratt. Pitch, she watches it go by high for ball one. A 13-0 All Saints lead. And the pitch for Maddie Johnson. This one high. Ball two. As we said, Maddie Johnson has pitched all but 2 innings in this Eagles season so far for Southwest Christian. The right fielder, junior Katie Sands, has pitched 2 innings. Nice throw down to first, but back in time. And save is Kelsey Selman. A nice throw from Jordan Taylor, the freshman catcher. 2-1 the count. And Surratt lines this into left field. It goes past the glove of Caroline Comer, dribbles all the way out to the fence. 1 run comes home, 2 runs come home. And runners at second and third for All Saints on the double by Surratt. Kelsey Selman makes her way all the way over to third. And coming home in that process was Anna Wilson and Alex Wright. 15-0 All Saints. In a brief conversation on the man, we're going to have a pitching change. While they do that on the Fort Worth Christian side, the Southwest Christian side, we'll pause here and take a timeout. 15-0 All Saints, still in the top of the fourth. Back after this. This is the Texas 24/7 Television Network.